What up? What's happening? Welcome into Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. Across our area, week 5 already, the midpoint of the regular season and a doozy of a matchup in Pickens County. Daniel and Seneca kicking off region play in our game of the week presented by Blue Ridge Electric. Chase Justice has all the highlights.
Two powerhouses in 4A Region 2 enter Singleton Field. Only one can leave a winner. The undefeated Seneca Bobcats putting their record to the test against the DW Daniel Lions. Daniels won 7 straight in this rivalry series dating back to 2017. Bobcats get the ball first, drive the length of the field, capped off by a 3-yard score from Amari Berner. His 15th of the season, Bobcats take a 6-0 lead and would lead 9-0 at the break. Moving to the fourth quarter, all Seneca 16-0 Kingston. Bibb finds pay dirt from 3 yards out. Daniel finally on the board, 16-6. Later in the fourth, Daniel right back in the red area. This time, Damian Curry gets the call from 1 yard out as the Lions cut the lead down to just 3. Less than 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lions get the ball back once again and go back to the freshman Kingston. Bibb coming through for the 10-yard score. Lions take their first lead of the night, 20-16. Closing out the game, scoring 27 unanswered, make it 9 straight over Seneca. Final score 27-16.
I don't think my love could have gotten any bigger for them for every way that they've been there for me. But I think it grew a little bit. You know, I'm thinking about Dr. Seuss and the Grinch. Like, heart grew a couple sizes bigger, man. Love those guys.
And what a come-from-behind win for the Daniel Lions. They will turn their attention to a home date against the Berea Bulldogs, while Seneca look to regroup at home against the Blue Ridge Fighting Tigers. In Central, I'm Chase Justice, WIFF News 4 Sports.
Didn't have a Grinch reference on my card for tonight. Congratulations to Daniel there on the big win. Could just have easily made the game of the week trip to Duncan tonight for Burns and Dorman. 2 premier programs playing great ball through the first month plus of the season. Rebels have beaten the Cavaliers 3 times in the past 2 years. Dorman on the road at Nixon Field leading 16-14 in the second. Megan Moore, Meek Slidell zips it into Corey Cole in the slant. Dorman pushes their lead to 23-14. Third quarter down 26-14. Burns not going quietly into that good night. Chu Harris catches the screen, makes a couple guys miss, and this kid has power, conference, speed, taking it all the way, touching paint, pulling the Rebs within 5, 26-21, but that is as close as they'd come. Dorman gets a fourth quarter turnover, and they beat Burns 33-21. Unbeaten Woodruff at Wren, 2 high-scoring offenses, 2 awesome junior running backs. Woodruff's Aiden Gibson, Wren's Muntu Brown. First drive for the Hurricanes after converting a 4th and short. Jacob Owens finds Colby Mann by his lonesome. Wren touchdown. They go up 7-0. Then it's Woodruff in the red zone. Third down, money down. Connor Davis, the quarterback, and he finds Skylar Barker in the end zone. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. Wolverines tie the game. Next Hurricanes possession, first snap, and there goes Brown. 67 yards to the timeshare. The Hurricanes beat up on Woodruff. They get a 35-7 win to hand the Wolverines their first loss of the year. Reverse. Westside at Abbeville. Initially supposed to be Abbeville at Westside, but they moved the game this morning due to field issues at Westside. All right, now we're all caught up. First quarter, Abbeville's Jaden Baylor. Touchdown. Panthers 7-0 Abbeville. Westside with a response. Keelan Powell. Check out the Rams. They go to Abbeville last minute. They beat the reigning 1A champs 26-20 for Westside's first win of the year. Several heavy hitters in Region 1-5A. Hillcrest visiting Greenwood. Eagles won both meetings a year ago, including in the second round of the playoffs. And Greenwood just cruising at home right now. Winners in 8 of their past 9. Let's roll the highlights of this one. Greenwood quarterback Tristan Lewis in the red zone. Up 3 in the second. Rolling, swings it out to Bryce Seaborn. Touches paint, pushes the lead to 17-7. Hillcrest ball, final minute of the first half. Jackson Free, the Rams quarterback, delivers a strike to wide open Najee Harris. Rams get an opportunity to kick the field goal at the end of the half, but they miss. Greenwood holds off Hillcrest in the second half, and they get a 24-20 win over the Rams. Right around the corner from Greenwood is Greenwood Christian, 5-1 after their best start since 2018, hosting West Oak. Warriors, though, up a touchdown in the opening quarter. James Coltrane follows his blockers, barrels in for the short yardage score. West Oak goes up 14-0, and they shut out the Hawks 27-0. The fellas from Westminster now 4-2 on the year. Sky 4 over Christchurch, first ever meeting against Hampton County. Hurricanes on the goal line, and Jalen Singletary bullies his way in for the Hampton County touchdown. So they're on the board first. Cavaliers on the move. Michael Martin, the super talented sophomore, showing off that shiftiness, carries the mail all the way down into the red zone, dragged down at about the 13-yard line, and he's going to pay it off, finishing the drive off in close to push Christchurch ahead, and they get a 40-35 win at home over Hampton County. Gaffney and Spartanburg both got off to shaky starts, but both now 2-2, coming off convincing wins last week. The Vikings have dropped 8 straight games, though, in this rivalry. Gaffney quarterback Banks Boughton leading the way for Gaffney the rest of the year. Third quarter, Vikings backed up in their own end. Trey Burke, Spartanburg's quarterback, picked off by Ty McGill. He takes it in for a pick six. It's 14-7 Gaffney. Late in the third quarter, Spartanburg responds. Trent Lynch dices through the Gaffney defense in, ties the game at 14, but in the fourth quarter, it's Gaffney's Josiah Hill extends Gaffney's lead with a 5-yard touchdown run, pushes Gaffney back in front, and they get a 28-21 win over their rivals for a 9th straight win against Spartanburg. Terrific 1-point win for Teal Handle last week. Yellow Jackets on a 3-game streak taking on Malden. Mavericks trailed 21-7 at the half, down 21-14 late in the fourth, but ties up the game. Peyton Myers to Tamari Shepard, and Malden forces overtime in the final minutes of the fourth quarter. OT now. Hannah gets the ball. Elijah Grimes grinding in from the 4-yard line. Teal Hannah retakes the lead. It's Malden's turn to try and answer on 4th down. Myers looking for Micah McClintock, but Demias Thomas showing up to disagree. Hannah gets the goal line stand for a 28-21 win over a frisky Malden Mavericks team. Oh, we got some alternate jerseys at Blue Ridge. The Ridge hosting the Land. Landrum Cardinals, BR Ball, Gavin Forster. Student Body Right, Fighting Tigers pull ahead 7-6. And then here comes the Land. Second quarter, Landrum quarterback Ty Foster. Nothing doing. He's taking off and making everybody miss on his way to the timeshare. Landrum goes back in front, but this Blue Ridge offense, they're humming. A week after scoring 50 in a win, they drop 63 over Landrum. They get to 4-1. Blue Ridge does on the year. We've hit halftime on Texas Day Brazil. Friday Night Hits. Greenville head coach Scoot Watson taking us to break tonight with Mike Dunn.
Don't be emotional, be focused. What's gonna be third down? We finna blow their doors off. Hey, we declining it. Come on! Who did that? Hey, now get them over there and encourage them. Let's have fun! Tell them we gave it to them by stupid penalty. Come on! Sprint! Hey, sprint!